Hey, thanks so much, Misty. And at the 105th All Schools Day Parade, Mark Ekeland, and I get Lisa back with me this morning. Good morning, Lisa.
Hey, everybody. How you doing, Mark?
Yeah, you're getting a firsthand experience. You're a teacher now here in McPherson, so
That's right.
all Schools Day, you get a day off. We're making you work for a little bit.
I'm working on my day off, but I couldn't do it for anyone else that I love more than McPherson County and Mid-Kansas Online, Mid-Kansas Radio. We have a great morning planned for you, so glad everybody's tuned in.
And we do want to remind people that if they're just listening on the radio, they can see a video of this on our Facebook page.
Yes.
All they have to do is just search Mid-Kansas Online on Facebook, and they can see us live. And I know, I'm looking, we got a bunch of dignitaries all lined up, so I think we're going to turn it over to our owners, Jerry Davies and Diane Davies, and just let them take it away.
Boy, Sweet Caroline is going on right behind us with the band here. What a great day to open. I'm Jerry Davies. I'm here with Diane Davies today, and we're going to be carrying the 105th McPherson County All Schools Day Parade. Diane, what a great day.
It is. The weather is beautiful, as it usually is. If they have inclement weather, it usually lifts and passes by the time the parade starts. Do want to remind you, and it is so great, by the way, to see Mark and Lisa back together again. But also want to tell you that our Facebook, for the grandmas and grandpas who want to, and friends of all of the kids that are in the parade, go to your Facebook app and go to Mid-Kansas Online, and you can see the parade live.
It's going to be a great day. We have a lot of dignitaries lined up here to talk to everyone today. I don't know. Does everybody out there know Sweet Caroline?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Neil Diamond, love it. Great song. We played that on the station, too.
You bet. You bet. We do.
All right.
Mid-Kansas Radio was on yesterday.
All right, then. I'm going to kick off the interviews here with our mayor, Tom Brown from McPherson. Tom, come on up. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Jerry. It's good to have you back in Kansas, and I see that you lined up to talk to your wife during the band play because you didn't like to listen to her.
Oh, she's going to hear that, Tom.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry you said that.
No, I'm not. I'm not. And she's going to say amen.
Well, congratulations to you on your re-election, and I know that this is probably the greatest thing that McPherson County puts on every year, and you've been a major part of it.
Well, this is a great thing. We have a whole separate committee that does all the work, but the city does a lot of security that nobody ever sees. It takes a lot of work from various departments, and we just hope for good weather, which we have. I think it'll be a great celebration, and this continues to be the premier event in Kansas.
That's fantastic. Well, sir, I want to wish you the very best. We all do at the stations, and everyone here in McPherson County.
Thank you very much, and have a great day of the interviews.
And thanks for joining us. Yes, hi, Desiree and Janina.
Yes.
And you are chair of the All Schools Day Parade, and you are co-chair.
Yes, that is correct.
And I want to congratulate you, Diane and I, and the stations for the great job. Once again, a fantastic parade. And I know you said you didn't grow up here, but you really are involved in everything that's going on.
Yeah, we actually, neither of us grew up here, and it was a great honor for them to actually kind of embrace us and let us go ahead and help out today. And it's a completely oiled machine. Everybody does their part. They do a terrific job. Every committee, every part that does this, this is why it's All Schools Day. And this is why this town is so amazing. This county is so amazing, and everybody pulls together, and it's great.
Well, once again, you guys have done a terrific job.
Thank you.
And how did you do as far as the co-chair this year?
Well, I think I did pretty good keeping her in line.
That's pretty much what it is.
You sound like my wife talking to me.
That's probably right.
We had a great time doing it, and we have
170
entries,
and then we have
around 170 entries, 18 bands.
Isn't that the most ever?
That I'm not 100% on, but you know what? We're going to say yes. Why not? Why not? We are so excited to be here. Yeah, we're so excited to be here, and it's just amazing, beautiful weather. And just kind of reminding everybody to continue to go throughout the day. We got the carnival going on. We have marathon going on at the park. The bounce house is going on at the park. Tons of things to go on this weekend. Get involved, be involved throughout the rest of the weekend.
You get a program. Everything's in there.
Got it. Right up there on the desk.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for visiting us.
Thank you very much.
And good luck the rest of the weekend.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. All right. Mr. Schultz? Or who, Mr. Seltzer?
Good to see you. Good to see you, Jerry.
Look right up here in the camera. We're live on Facebook and streaming and all of that.
I appreciate that. Yes.
Mr. Seltzer, you're the insurance commissioner of the state of Kansas.
I am.
And you're also running for governor this year.
I am. I grew up in this area over by Gossel, Kansas, went to Gossel grade school and high school, off to K-State, became a CPA, had a career in business as a CPA and in business, in the insurance business, and went on to run for insurance commissioner 4 years ago. Kansans chose me to be their insurance commissioner, and we've done a good job there, a really good job of bringing just basic business practices to an important state operation, and a lot of people think we ought to apply those same basic business practices to the broader state government for more efficiency, more productivity, and just less noise. Let's make Kansas work better, make Kansas grow, and lean in on costs every day, every day.
Ken Seltzer. And also, what do you think of our parade here? Did you take a look down that street?
I love it. I love this parade. It's one of the best parades we do. It's gorgeous. Big turnout.
Yes.
Big community support. We have a lot of people here that we know, family and friends from when I grew up and my contacts that I still have in this area. So just appreciate being invited here every year. It's truly wonderful.
Well, that's great, and we're happy to have you here today, sir.
Thank you,
thank you
Jerry.
for stopping by and talking with us.
Looking forward to having you back in Kansas, too.
Yes, thank you, sir. All right. Whoop, thank you. Got a card. Mr. Schultz. Clark Schultz.
It's good to see you.
The Insurance Department Governmental Affairs Deputy Commissioner.
Yeah, actually, it's Assistant Commissioner, which is what the state statute calls it. So officially, Assistant Insurance Commissioner.
But you have been in the Kansas Senate.
Yes.
You have been in the Kansas House of Representatives.
Yes.
And you're from the Lindsborg area.
Yes, sir.
So what year is this for you for the parade?
Oh my goodness, I don't know. My mother grew up, went to a little one-room schoolhouse, and so. As a kid, we came here. So I know that we're like 105 now, right?
Yes,
so
yes,
I've maybe been 100. No, I'm just kidding.
No, that's me. I've been to 100. Well, how is it going this year? You are running for insurance commissioner, is that right?
Yes, sir. It's going very good. It's we're proud of the insurance department. We're there for the consumer. We protect consumers. That's what we're there for. Took 20,000 phone calls and chats last year. And here's the best thing. There's a organization called Nerd Wallet. It's a personal finance website. They did a secret shopper deal where they called insurance departments. They asked them a complicated question to see how long it took to get an answer. In Canton, they called all the states, all the territories, Washington, D.C., Kansas was number one. We got back with them in 7 minutes. Had no idea. Secret shopper, 7 minutes. So we were number one. We're proud of that.
Congratulations. And Mr. Schultz, very good to see you, sir.
Thank you,
and we'll
Jerry.
see you on the road this year.
Thank you, buddy.
All right, sir. Mr. Fisher, please come up. We have the mayor here of Moundridge.
Thank you.
And you've got a lot going on down there.
Yeah, we do. We have a historical association that has a remarkable bunch of items that have been donated to the city, including some of your equipment from the old ledger.
Yes.
And we have all the old newspapers, too.
Oh, very good.
In storage so we can get to them if we need to. So it's my wife's in charge of that, Rosemary Fisher.
Yes.
And it's been quite a program. We started building this museum. Really started thinking about it in 2000.
Well, this is great.
So,
and I know Moundridge is thriving, and your leadership and your wife's leadership is fantastic. And we'll be down to see you, too, soon.
We'd like to show you around when you have a chance.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming up and talking with us.
bet.
Gary Fisher from Moundridge, the mayor of Moundridge. Mr. Wilborn.
How are you, my dear friend Jerry Davies?
Senator, it is a pleasure to see you.
It's always an honor to see you.
And we want to look right up there in that camera.
Right up there.
We're on live.
We're on live. Well,
Live.
I won't take a lot of time because we have a lot of dignitaries behind me, but honored to be here. My wife and I have lived here 48 years. This is the 105th, I believe I'm correct about that,
Yes,
All Schools
sir.
Day Parade.
Yes, sir.
I am very thankful to the constituents for electing me to a second term.
Yes, sir.
And I appreciate the opportunity to serve this great community. So thank you, Mr. Davies, for the interview, and best of luck to you.
Well, Senator, I want to tell you what a great job you're doing representing the community here, and just keep up the great work. And best to Pam Wilborn, your wife.
Thank you, and tell Diane hello.
Yes, I will.
See ya.
Great to see you. Mr. Weens? Yes, sir. How are you?
Good, sir.
Okay.
And you? Nice day for a parade.
Yes, great day.
Yeah,
Tell
that's
us a
exactly
little bit
right.
about what you're doing.
Well, we've got a lot of projects going, street projects going. Got the new Barnstormers area that's just cranking up. Got some duplexes out there that are coming up out of the ground, and got the sewer and getting ready to do some street work there. And just got through with the North Front Street out by McDonald's and going over to the south side and over by the Brahms area and get that done. And just kind of moving around town and getting done what we can get done.
Well, that's fantastic, and thank you for the great job that you do, sir.
Thank you.
And a pleasure to see you again.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Mr. Taves. Hello. We have the mayor here of Inman.
That's the progressive city of Inman.
The progressive. Well, let's look right up in that camera there.
Okay.
We're live on Facebook TV.
Facebook, I like that. What's going with you?
Well, I'm doing great. We're back here. We're loving it. My wife Diane is here with me, and we're just enjoying the parade. It gets bigger every year.
Every year, bigger crowd. I like it.
How many years have you been coming?
1958.
Oh my goodness.
I had to carry the cymbals and bang them.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So you were in the
Inman High School Band.
My goodness, congratulations.
And
well,
then
tell us what's going on in Inman.
You know, Inman is we're lucky. I always say progressive city of Inman when I meet people, but you know, we are progressive. We've got some of the best streets, I think, in Kansas. We have lots of visitors, and they marvel at them. We even bought a new street sweeper this year to keep them clean.
That's
so
fantastic.
we're almost polishing them now. But you know, we're growing, and we've got some nice signage on both ends of town now. You know, we got the big Inman signs that are 25 foot tall.
Wow.
Made out of big aluminum letters.
Oh, we've got to get down there and see that.
You need to go see that.
Yes,
they
sir.
are impressive. And we've got a new housing district going in.
Excellent.
We availed ourselves of the Kansas Rural Development and got a grant. We actually pay $40,000 on each new house built.
Congratulations.
Which takes care of your down payment and pays all the specials.
Well, sir, we want to thank you for stopping by to say hello to us, and we'll come down to Inman and say hello.
Bring your microphone.
I will do.
All right.
Fran Stuckey,
Good morning, Jerry.
Betsy Ross,
That's right.
you're in the parade. Look right up there in that camera, Betsy.
Okay.
Betsy Ross, she has been in this parade as
Betsy Ross, this is my 46th year.
46 years. You have walked down McPherson streets as Betsy Ross, and you carry.
That's right.
Do you carry a flag?
Yes, I do. I have a 13-star flag.
A 13-star flag that you carry with you.
Yes.
You and Doyle Davidson, who is retiring this year, as
Yes.
Uncle Sam.
That's right. So that's why he has a banner on the car. In 4 years, I'll have a banner on
4 years.
something.
46 going to 50.
That's right.
Well, we'll
I'm
look for
going
you
for
in
it.
the parade and have you on the air then, too. Thank you for
very
stopping
much.
by.
Thanks for coming to McPherson.
Thank you. All right. Hey,
I am Ben Jones from Sterling, Kansas. I'm running for the State Board of Education for the 7th District.
oh, very nice. Sterling, Kansas. That's right near us.
Yeah, very close, just about 45 minutes down to the southwest.
You look like you've been in a few of these parades.
Well, usually I play in parades. I'm a musician. I went to school for music education and play with the Hutchinson Municipal Band and Sterling Community Band, so I've been in a lot of parades, but this is the first walk in it.
Oh, you're going to walk today?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're toward the back, so be walking out and meeting the kids and doing what's important in Kansas, and that's leading our next generation through and making sure our schools get better, and the small and large alike.
And you've got a couple of things that you're going to push for when when elected?
Yes, we are in the middle of revamping our schools, and McPherson is right in the middle of it with school redesign.
Yes.
And one of my big points is to make sure that when we implement it, that all schools, no matter their size, whether it's Emporia, which is the largest school in my district in Junction City, or the smallest school, Northern Lyon County, Canton, Galva, can also implement school redesign and create those career-centered learning opportunities, so they not only learn the skills, but they know how to apply the skills. And making sure that our schools stay safe. The school board oversees the bond issues that districts pass. We approve them. And in the light of the era that we are in now, it's important that we keep that in mind when we do that schools address security in their buildings, but still accessible to the public because it's still taxpayer dollars. supported.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you.
And good
It's
luck.
nice to meet you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for stopping by and speaking with us.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
All right. Josh Swatty.
Yes.
You are from
Ellsworth.
And you are running for?
I'm one of the Democratic candidates for governor of Kansas.
Tell us a little bit about what your vision is.
Sure. Well, first of all, I just want to say it's great to be here in McPherson. I've got a family that's marched in this parade for years. I've got a brother in the pipe band. So, I mean, we always make a point of being here. It's my first time to be here as a candidate. I love the state of Kansas. I served in the legislature for 7 years, and then I was Secretary of Agriculture in the Parkinson administration, and we feel like the state's ready for a change.
Well, that's fantastic. Well, we want to wish you the very best, and thank you very much for stopping by. Hoping we'll see you later. How many years have you been coming to the parade?
So this is actually my first year. For my siblings, they've probably been coming here for 10 years or more. I don't know, yeah. And we've got family in Lindsborg, and people forget that McPherson County itself is a big place. You do an all schools day, it draws in a lot of folks.
Take a look at that.
Oh, it's magnificent, and couldn't have a better day.
All right. Well, Josh, thank you very much.
All right, thank
and
you.
Best of luck to
Thank
you, sir. All right, who is that? Les Mason, how are you, sir?
How are you, sir?
You were in the Kansas legislature, District
District 73, which encompasses most of McPherson County, not all, but most of it.
And you have been a McPhersonite for?
I'm 55 years.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, well, our family moved here when I was a little boy, and this is my home.
Yes. And you also started a business here.
We did. Back in 1990, my wife and I started a business that became known as the Old Muffin Factory. We actually sold that this year to the Goodell family here in McPherson, and they're doing a great job carrying on that tradition.
Oh, very good.
So my wife and I are kind of figuring out what semi-retirement's all about.
Well, in the legislature, you've got a lot of stuff going there, I know.
We do, yeah.
Some of the key issues, education-wise, security-wise, agriculture.
Yeah, probably the biggest gorilla in the room this year was the education funding and how we're going to accomplish that. In the final analysis, the bill that passed spent considerably more than what we've been doing. You've got about 60-some yes votes, about 56 no votes, and those were pretty evenly split between the parties. So there's some dissension now whether it's going to meet the muster of the Supreme Court or whether it won't. So we'll find out here in a couple weeks.
We'll wait and find out, and thank you very much for talking with us.
Thank you.
And we'll see you later today.
Thank you.
All right. Governor. Governor? Oh, I'm sorry.
How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you, sir?
I'm well, thank you. Great to be back. Great to be back.
Tell us a little bit about, well, yes, you were here last year, I think.
Yeah, I've been here, I think, every year since I've gotten to serve as Attorney General. It's a terrific celebration, and here we are on the other side of 100 years. So it's.
I think I talked with you, Mr. Schmidt, the last parade.
That's right.
We did an interview.
Absolutely, we did. We visited, and
I know you're working very hard to protect children in the state of Kansas, and that's one of your main goals?
It is. We've really focused on trying to protect those that can't protect themselves. So kids and seniors who are in a vulnerable situation have really been a major focus for us. The legislature, one of the things they did this year that hasn't gotten much attention, but they were able to provide some funding to establish an expansion of the Internet Crimes Against Children's Unit. We have one based in Wichita in the state, but we don't have one in Topeka to serve other parts of the state. And we're going to as a result of that. It'll be serving not just Topeka, but a lot of the rural areas in Kansas. So we're very excited about that, and it can make a big difference for kids that are exploited online.
Absolutely. I know that's very, very important, and today we're doing it. We're celebrating all of the schools in McPherson County and all the kids. They'll all be on floats and working in cars, and you'll be driving through too.
Or walking. I like to walk if I possibly can. So absolutely, we'll be in the parade, and it's always always a good experience. But it's better on a year like this where the weather is fantastic. We've had a few cold ones, we've had a few other ones. This one's terrific.
Well, it's a pleasure to talk with you, sir.
Good to be back.
And thank you for coming up again and sharing some information with us.
Good to see you. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Governor Collier.
Good seeing you.
A pleasure to meet you, sir.
Yeah.
And thank you very much for coming down and talking with us.
Oh, it is such a great day today. It's
We're
fabulous.
live on TV right here, so we'll look up.
Okay.
There we go. Want to
Great.
get you on TV.
You know, so it's a fantastic day here. What a day to miss school, you know? And April started out, the first 3 Sundays of April, we had snow in Kansas. But I'll tell you what, the first 3 Sundays, now, looking pretty good in May.
Well, we've been following you and watching all of the progressive things you're doing to get things going, and I know you want to continue. Tell us a little bit about that.
We all believe in Kansas. It is a great state, and the value is our people. And we have some hard decisions, and we're making them. We're improving education. We're making sure we keep our taxes low, and that we get people better paying jobs, and that's what this is about. I really see Kansas as a place where I want my kids to see their opportunity here. And, it doesn't get any better than a place like McPherson. I grew up in Hayes, and I'm a 5th-generation Kansan from Hayes. What a great day, and this is just a fabulous place. We're the heart of America, and we should be proud of it.
Well, I should call you Governor and Dr. Collier.
I happen to be a surgeon as well. And, in fact, I even saw a couple of my patients here today. I work with kids on surgery. But what it's really about is getting things done. And today is the 100th day as governor. And you'll be seeing there are a couple hundred major things that we've done. And I think you'll see that there's a change in tone. We're getting things worked on. Don't have everything solved, but we're working forward.
Well, I know you're working hard, sir, and I just congratulate you on all you've accomplished and what you're going to be doing as you go forward. And congratulations on the background. I got to read a little bit about your biography. Unbelievable. I'm a former Marine, and I recognize some of those countries that you were in and the work that you did there.
Gosh, yeah. I work with an organization called International Medical Corps, Syria, Libya, the Rwandan genocide, Afghanistan. I've seen the very worst in people, and I've seen the best. And, that best is right here in the heart of America. And the rest of the world sees us as that the real America is here. And I think that really speaks a lot about how special Kansans are about serving and, just being conscientious people. And it's a fantastic place and a great story to tell.
You've got a great story as well, sir. And
Thank
a pleasure
you so
to talk
much.
with you.
Great seeing
and
you.
wish you the very best.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, who do we have? Good morning.
Jerry, Wink Hartman.
Wheat Hartman, how are you, sir?
Good.
Tell us a little bit into that camera there. Tell us a little bit about what you got going.
Well, I'm the lieutenant governor pick with Chris Kobach.
Yes.
Republican ticket.
Yes.
We are very, very conservative and truly hold to conservative values, and are many things we're concerned about for the state of Kansas. And let me just run by a few that are very, very important.
Sure.
I am highly concerned, and so is Chris, about DCF, Department of Children and Families.
Yes.
It is in total disruption. The Department of Children and Families, they're missing right now approximately 60 to 65 children that have no idea where they are, which is deplorable. So Chris and I very much want to be in charge of cleaning up that department and getting it reorganized so it truly serves the people that it's designed to serve. We just had another very embarrassing situation with the present administration that we're doing no bid contracts in Topeka once again. The Department of Revenue has passed out a $50 million contract with no legislative oversight and or approval, and did it, if you will, in the dark, and signed this contract with CGI, the people that rolled out to .gov for our health care department. So anyway, I don't think the people of Kansas deserve to have one department doing non-bid contracts. That's not the way this state was built and should be built. Then you've got a lot of other problems. We need to refund capers, Kansas Highway Department. There's an awful lot of things that a conservative businessman like myself will be able to handle, and Chris will be the great governor of Kansas.
Very, very good, sir. Thank you for stopping by and talking with us. And give us your name again into the camera.
Sure. Wink Hartman, Lieutenant Governor with Chris Kobach on the Republican ticket.
There we go.
Thank
you,
Jerry.
sir. Good morning.
Hey, Roger Marshall.
Yes, sir.
Congressman.
I recognize you,
How are you?
Doctor.
Good to see you.
How are you?
Doing great.
We're live on camera there.
Oh,
so.
wow. Good morning, everybody.
Yes, that's right. Congratulations on your election. And I know as a doctor you have a lot that you have accomplished, and now you're moving on and doing what you're doing now in the Kansas in the House of Representatives.
Right. So proud to be representing Kansas, to give them a voice, a strong voice in Congress. We have a farm bill that's exactly where I went to Washington, was to write a strong farm bill. We have it out of committee. It'll be on the House floor next week. This will give farmers 5 years of certainty. It's going to take care of crop insurance, a safety net for the commodities, a great nutrition component I'm very proud of. One of the things we're very proud of is we want to have a work training opportunity for folks on food stamps. And we think it's a great idea, a great concept. If we're going to give you fish, we're also going to teach you how to fish. So very proud of this year's farm bill.
Well, my wife and I are farmers in Iowa, so they're looking very closely at this farm bill.
Well, absolutely. This is at a 5-year, 10-year low in commodity prices. Income for farmers today is less than half of what it was the last time a farm bill was written. Every 5 years we write this farm bill. It's very important we get this right.
Well, I know I've read some about it, and it's just fantastic. Glad you're leading the charge on that, too.
Yeah, we're glad to be here. I'm excited. This is the 105th 105th All Schools Day Parade in McPherson. Very, very proud of the heritage. This is the best parade in Kansas that I've ever seen. So looking forward to saying hi to a bunch of the kids today.
Well, we'll look forward to it. We're live on Facebook TV. We're also going to be doing it on the radio, live as you go by, and also on our streaming out on the radio.
Well, great. We'll put a link up on our Facebook for folks as well, too. If they happen to look at our Facebook, they'll get your link as well.
Please do.
So glad to be here. Thanks for having us.
Sir. Thanks for stopping up and talking with us. Thank you. All right. I think that just about wraps it up. Chris, is that right? I don't see any other people that we want to talk to. Mark, I'll talk to you, and I'll talk to Lisa, and I'll say thank you all for visiting with us as we went through the dignitaries that came today. I think this is the biggest crowd of dignitaries that we've had out ever in all of the 30 years that or 35 years that we've been doing the parade. So I'm going to send it back to Lisa and Mark, and that parade's going to get underway in about 15 minutes. All right? Thank you.
Thanks, you, Jerry.
Well, thank you, Jerry. I see who got top billing. He said Lisa and Mark.
I know. I feel pretty special coming back. I used to do Swap Shop forever, right? And I was on the air sometimes with you, Mark, and my voice sounds a little different. I've been fighting with these allergies, but
I am too. I'm trying to figure out.
Crazy?
It is. It's terrible. It must be Kansas.
Well, and this wind that you probably hear behind us isn't helping, but thankfully we are Kansans. We are used to it, and this nice, cool breeze is making our morning down here on Main Street pretty darn enjoyable.
I know. This is, for me, this is my 14th All Schools Day.
Wow.
I can't believe it. I'm going to hit 15 years here.
That's crazy.
Yes.
Well, I did the All Schools Day parade with you last year. Did I do it the year before that?
I think this is our third year.
I think it is our third year.
Right.
Well, we need to make T-shirts. Or hats.
Something.
Or
we got
sashes.
we got new T-shirts.
We
this
do
year.
have new T-shirts.
So,
if you see us sitting on the flatbed trailer in front of the Chamber of Commerce office, make sure you wave and say hi. It's a pretty great vantage point for us to watch the parade. And again, if you are not able to be with us downtown McPherson for this huge event, make sure you go to Facebook. We are streaming live. Just search for Mid-Kansas Online. Search Mid-Kansas Online, and you will see all the sights and people and activities happening in downtown McPherson.
We want to thank our sponsors that make this parade possible, too, because we couldn't do it without them.
For sure.
They are really, we really appreciate them. Great Plains Federal Credit Union for friendly local banking. They're located at 720 North Main here in McPherson.
McPherson Concrete and Lindsberg Concrete, they're wishing everyone happy All Schools Day.
And the McPherson American Legion at 401 North Main. And you know what?
Yeah.
Every year they do great burgers right after the parade.
I might be heading that direction.
Right. There's so many
great.
choices for food, but they do a great job
They
there
do.
At the McPherson American Legion.
Johnson Electric Contracting, quality service since 1983.
McPherson Express Laundry Center, they're located at 901 West 1st. Fresh, clean, and the comforts of home.
Precision Industries here in McPherson. They're specialists in chrome plating and metal finishing.
Rinse and Roll Car Washes, and they have two locations here in McPherson at 701 and 1327 North Main.
I need to roll through the car wash sometime today. I'm a little dirty there. We'll take care of that. RC Heating and Cooling, another great business sponsoring our parade today. RC Heating and Cooling, keeping you comfortable in any weather.
Galen Shields and Jim LeDuc, they're your State Farm Insurance agents here in McPherson. CS Computer Systems for all your computer sales and service here in McPherson.
First Bank Kansas for banking made personal with branches in McPherson and Lindsborg.
Dustin Haig, he's the agent for Farm Bureau Financial Services, and I think they've moved. They're now at 210 East Euclid here in McPherson.
Headland Electric in McPherson, serving mid-Kansas since 1951.
Farmers Alliance Mutual Insurance Company, insuring rural America, my goodness, since 1888.
Whoa.
Wow, that's a long time.
That's a streak. Allstate Insurance, Mark Martin Agency at 212 North Main in McPherson.
Kansas Bar and Grill, and I know them more as Montana Mike's, but they've changed their name now. Great steaks, and now they're doing Saturday and Sunday breakfast buffets.
Oh, breakfast buffet. If you're going to eat breakfast, go buffet. That's what my husband says. The McPherson YMCA, also a proud sponsor of our broadcast today.
And this is a new sponsor that we've had, and they're new in town, the McPherson Pipeliners Baseball Club and the Little Liners.
I am really looking forward to watching those games this summer. I think I'll pick up a T-shirt while I'm downtown. I saw them.
And I think
it's
kind of semi-pro type deal,
yeah,
I think.
Yeah, we've got some of our high school baseball players from years past who've come back from college for the summer, and they'll be playing for the Pipeliners. Also, Kanaki's Barbecue, a sponsor of today's broadcast.
Glidden Ediger Funeral Home.
The Island Cuisine in Marquette.
They're fairly new. I got to get up there and try that. We had them on our radio auction, and my goodness, they sounded like a fun place to go eat.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
Prairie Land Partners, also a sponsor.
Yeah, they're your John Deere dealer. Home Communications Incorporated in Galva.
Hassman Termite and Pest Control.
I Fix It, I Fix Ya, and Simply Vapors.
Edinburgh Manor Apartments for those aged 55 and older.
I'm qualifying.
I've got a ways, Mark. I have got a ways.
The Cedars here. I qualify for the Cedars now, too.
Do you as well? I heard the interview today.
Yeah,
I heard
60.
That.
Boy, I qualify for that
Boy,
now,
you
too.
were just cruising right along
Right.
Senior Citizen Boulevard, aren't you?
Yeah.
That's okay. It's a good place to be.
I tell you what, my wife keeps reminding me, Bonnie keeps reminding me, did you remember to ask for your senior citizen discount when you ate there? No, I forgot.
That's a good thing to do.
Home State Bank, they're a part of Citizen State Bank. The McPherson Sentinel, Davies Communications, and you know what? We couldn't do this parade without
Sean White.
Sean White, White's TV and Communications. They really help us out a lot.
Don't forget Mid-Kansas Online. You can watch us live. We're streaming Facebook Live. Just search for Mid-Kansas Radio on Facebook. And the Alliance Agency, another great sponsor of today's broadcast.
Oh, my goodness. I got all kinds of grandkids.
You got some grandkids climbing up behind you?
My goodness. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 grandkids here.
Look at those cutie patooties. Hi, guys.
Wow. All right.
You ready for the parade?
No, 5 grandkids. My goodness.
6. They've all made it.
They've all made it. Oh, my goodness. Even 6. So
well,
you'll have to get them on Facebook. Those are my grandkids, Chris, over there. So you got to say
some shameless plugs for Mark's adorable grandkiddos.
Right, I got 6
they
of them
are adorable.
Here. So
look at they're growing fast. Last year they didn't reach quite so high up on the flatbed.
Yeah, so
nice.
They came up. I think about 4 of them. This is their first All Schools Day parade, and 2 of them they live up here in McPherson. So.
Okay, well, and I've said this before. I moved to McPherson. My family did the summer before my 8th grade year. And I remember thinking, school, in April, people started talking about All Schools Day, and I said, what is that? We weren't from McPherson. We didn't know anything about it. The first All Schools Day I watched, let's see, it would have been 1989 was my first All Schools Day. I was overwhelmed, just flummoxed. I could not imagine how so many people came together in a small town like McPherson for such an amazing week of celebration. I think it was 3 friends and I. We had it must have been part of May Fate, or maybe there was a separate talent show, but we lip-synced The Lion Sleeps Tonight.
Okay.
Complete with costumes. My dad has it on video somewhere, and he keeps threatening to blackmail me with it.
Can you get it off of it's still on the videotape?
It's on VHS, yeah, we'd have to convert it. But it was such an amazing experience, and I, of course, then graduated from McPherson High School, loved all my time here, and when my husband and I decided to bring our family back to McPherson the summer before Avery's 8th grade year, our oldest son's 8th grade year, my kids wouldn't believe me. I said, guys, we don't have school, it's amazing, and they said, no, we're not going to have a big parade. I said, thousands, literally thousands and thousands and thousands of people come together, and they were amazed too.
Yeah.
It's such a great tradition.
You know, Lisa, too, I know, I think, was it last year? Last year was the first year we did this live on Facebook.
Yes.
So this is the second year.
Yes.
And it was just amazing to see how many people across the country were tuning in
Yes.
on Facebook. I mean, it was in the tens of thousands.
Once you
There was-
participate in a McPherson County All Schools Day celebration, it is a part of you forever.
Right.
Whether you are a native McPherson night or you are just here to visit from a neighboring community, once you take part in this experience, it changes you. It's amazing. The community we see here, the kiddos, the neighbors, the friends, the people coming back from far, far away, it's just a really fun time.
You bet. And I know, you know, a lot of times we think of All Schools Day as just the parade, but my goodness,
Oh.
things have been going on all week long.
So many activities.
Right, May Fete and that going on. Toby's Carnival's in town.
Yes.
They're through tomorrow. There's lots of
The
activities
sand
tomorrow.
sculpture across
have you
from
seen
the
that? How
post.
many?
It's amazing.
It's amazing. They took how many days? I think it was.
It was crazy.
5, 6,
Yeah,
7
I
days?
watched I would drive by every day and watch the progress, and I thought, that makes my tiny little sand castles look like nothing. There's no way I could do that.
50 tons of sand.
50 tons?
50 tons of sand there.
Wow, that is a lot.
That's a lot.
And to think that what goes into the planning and they had, a nice little tent set up, because I was
Right.
worried when they had those storms pass by.
Right.
I thought, oh no, please keep our sandcastle. But nope, it's there. It's beautiful. It's ready for you to check out.
So if you haven't seen it, check it out.
Mhm.
There's going to be lots going on today. I think they're also giving tours. I didn't see it on the sheet, but you can see what they're going to be doing with the community center as well.
Yeah.
Today they're going to be tours after that. Well, you can tour the fire station. You can tour the
McPherson Museum.
All you need is an All Schools Day button.
Yeah,
and
get
it's
in
free
for
to get
free.
in.
Get in for free.
And they're
for
having
sure.
a special All Schools Day exhibit there at the museum.
I am really looking forward to going to check that out. One neat thing that McPherson School District does with our 7th graders, we go on a walking field trip of McPherson. Because not all kids, are from this area, don't know necessarily everything about it. But I have learned so much every time I've gone on that field trip, and I just keep thinking, what a gem we have in McPherson. So many neat historical things, so many traditions, just so many ways to get involved. So glad to see everyone out here. And again, if you are not able to make it to downtown McPherson, please go to Facebook. We are streaming live. Check it out. Just look for Mid-Kansas Online. And, Mark, we should turn and we're not even in. We should wave.
They don't even
Let
have us on
wave
the
at
picture.
There we go.
There we
Hi,
go.
everybody on Facebook Live. Okay, that's enough torture. You can turn it away.
Everybody's computer just broke or phone.
Oh, we crashed it.
Yep.
Crashed it.
Yep.
Hey, just want to give another quick shout out to our sponsors. We've got so many great businesses that help make this possible every year for our broadcast. Want to give a big shout out to Great Plains Federal Credit Union for friendly local banking. They're at 720 North Main in McPherson.
McPherson Concrete and Lindsborg Concrete wishing everybody a happy All Schools Day.
McPherson American Legion, 401 North Main. If you have not been part of their family nights where they do fundraising for different groups in the community, you are missing out on some amazing hamburgers, fries, drinks, desserts. Their desserts are great.
They're having another family night.
Today?
Today.
Well, this is like a community event.
Right. But next Thursday.
Oh, already?
Yeah, it's Hope for Cancer event or something like that.
Oh, yeah, I saw that on Facebook.
So,
Great way
I've
to-
got some tickets to give away next week for that.
Oh,
as well.
that's exciting.
So, yeah.
All right, lots going on there.
Yeah.
Also, Johnson Electric Contracting, quality service since 1983.
McPherson Express Laundry Center, 901 West First, clean and the comforts of home. I think they've got a great play area for the kids down there, too.
When I need to wash our comforters and big bulky stuff that just, I have a big washing machine, but sometimes you got to take some stuff to a laundromat.
We sound like we're doing the auction right now.
Oh, we do. I miss my auction time with you, Mark. We should do that this summer. Anyway, but I really do go and use their machines. They're so clean and friendly down there.
Precision Industries here in
Yeah.
McPherson, specialist in chrome plating and metal finishing.
Rinse and roll car washes. There are 2 locations here in McPherson, 701 and 1327 North Main. Check it out.
RC Heating and Cooling. I tell you what, with this heat, it's going to be 92 today.
I was just watching the news this morning, and they were saying that all 10 days in May, and the 4 days that ended April, record-breaking highs. It has just been hot, 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 hot.
And April was the coolest April in I don't know when.
If you don't like the seasons in Kansas, stick around 10
Right.
minutes. It'll change.
But anyway, RC Heating and Cooling, they're keeping you comfortable
In any weather.
Yeah.
Galen Shields and Jim LeDuc, your State Farm insurance agents here in McPherson.
CS Computer Systems for all your computer sales and service here in McPherson.
First Bank Kansas for banking made personal. They've got branches in both McPherson and Lindsborg.
Dustin Haig, agent for Farm Bureau Financial Services. And he is now at 210 East Euclid here in McPherson.
Headland Electric in McPherson, serving mid-Kansas since 1951.
Farmers Alliance Mutual Insurance Company, insuring rural America since 1888.
Allstate Insurance, Mark Martin's agency, 212 North Main in McPherson.
Kansas Bar and Grill, I'm getting hungry right now, for great steaks plus Saturday and Sunday breakfast buffets.
The McPherson YMCA, another proud sponsor of our parade broadcast today.
And the McPherson Pipeliners Baseball Club and the Little Liners.
Kanaki's Barbecue, speaking of good food.
You bet. You know what? I had their barbecue sauce last night at home.
Oh, that's a good idea. Take it with you.
We got a gallon of that barbecue sauce.
A gallon of barbecue sauce would not last long at my house, I'll tell you.
It's not lasting long at ours either. Glidden Edgar Funeral Home.
The Island Cuisine. Check them out in Marquette.
And you know what? Island Cuisine, if you like Jamaican food, that's the place
to go. Is that what it is?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, we're going to go try that this weekend. That'll be fun.
Prairie Land Partners, they're your John Deere dealer here in McPherson.
Home Communications Incorporated in Galva, Hassman Termite and Pest Control.
iFixya and Simply Vapors.
Edinburgh Manor Apartments for those aged 55 and older.
And the Cedars.
Home State Bank, which is a part of Citizen State Bank.
The McPherson Sentinel.
Davies Communication.
Jerry and Diane Davies.
So glad they're here with us this week.
And White's TV and Communications, Sean White, putting all this together.
Thank you, Sean.
You bet.
Mid-Kansas Online, of course, check out our website, an amazing source of news, information, and more about McPherson County and surrounding communities.
You can always get the station streaming, except during Royals and Kansas City Chiefs baseball games.
Franchising reasons.
Right.
And the Alliance Agency.
So big thanks to our sponsors. And again, hopefully you've got your program guide in the mail. That came in the mail if you're a McPherson County resident. And I tell you what, there's a lot going on today. After the parade, Madathon is going on at Linnea Park.
Oh, have you seen the baby crawl there?
No, I haven't.
It is so much fun. And if you know a 5th grader or an 8th grader, those are kind of the transition years, 5th grade heading to middle school, 8th grade heading to high school. Those are the special years that get to have Madathon teams. And if you don't know what Madathon is, let's just say it is crazy fun, controlled chaos.
Okay.
It is amazing. Their teams get together, they compete in a whole bunch of different fun activities, and it's just a really great time to head down there and root on our kiddos. That's Linnea Park, which is across from the fire station.
Right, and like I say, Midway Motors, they're having their family fun day down at Midway Motors today.
Okay.
They're having a petting zoo down there, food truck, inflatables, so that's going to be a lot of fun. Right.
You could go fly a kite. They've got enough wind for it today.
There might be too much wind for flying.
Oh, that's today. True. We need to hold way down the little ones.
Right.
Put little ankle weights on them so they don't fly away.
And one of these days, I'm going to get in the good old boys barbecue contest.
You should. That would be fun.
That'd be fun. And, of course, the street dance, King Midas and the Mufflers. Tonight, that Hop Sound and Electric. You know what? I think everybody's getting ready for the parade here.
We're standing up. I think the flag will be coming down shortly.
And we do want to honor the flag as it comes by. We should be starting here real shortly because on my clock, it's 10:30.
10:30. You're listening with Lisa and Mark on 96.7 FM, KBBE, Mid-Kansas Radio.
Well, you put yourself first again, didn't you?
Yeah. Alphabetically, it just makes sense.
Okay.
L comes before M.
L and
beauty before age.
I thought it was age before beauty.
Not in this place.
Okay.
Well, we have got, oh my gosh, if we were to look down the street, we
cannot even see the end of the parade.
No, we can't. And we've probably got people lined up, 12, 15 deep from the buildings along Main Street. Look how far out they go.
There might even be more than that.
It's crazy. I love all the people who are down here. And again, if you can't be with us, if you weren't able to make it, make sure you go to Facebook.
That's right.
Mid-Kansas Online. Check us out.
Or if you're here or listening to us, text somebody and say, hey, you can't be here. Check it out on Facebook. Almost everybody is connected.
I should have called my mama.
There
She's in Louisiana. Why didn't I call my mom? Say, Mom, go to Facebook. Okay, Chris, if you're listening, call my mom. Tell her to log in. Well, we've got some marching bands lined up. Mark and I are going to do our absolute best to
we're going to try to keep up with everything going on.
Cite the floats and tell you what you see. As you're watching on Facebook Live, we will try our best to keep that progress going. I love all the floats. And, of course, the People's Choice Award. If you see a float, if you're here and listening, if you see a float you love, make sure and text that number to 798-7877. The voting's open from 10 to 4 today.
The parade is starting. You know, and as the parade starts coming down, Lisa, leading the parade, Uncle Sam, Doyle Davidson, he's been doing this for 50 years.
50 years.
He is retiring this year.
Are you in the running for his?
I am not in the running.
His replacement?
No, I am not. And looks like Betsy Ross is going to be riding with him. So Doyle has walked the parade for 49 years, and this year he is riding. So
I think he's earned it.
He has.
Definitely. We are so happy to have them as our official fill-in dignitaries for the parade. If you got the book in the mail, you'll see his picture on the cover.
Right. I'm trying to figure out how fast they're going here today, speed-wise.
I would say about
2 miles an hour.
2 miles an hour.
I didn't even know a car could drive that slow.
And you know, there's barely room. Oh, the sirens. There's barely room for 2 police vehicles to drive side by side down the middle of Main Street because we have filled
McPherson Police, and I imagine the other one is the Sheriff's Department.
I believe so. Hey, they've got a camera on top. Go ahead and wave, Mark.
There you go.
Looks like they're going to do some live streaming as well. And we have got Doyle Davidson, Uncle Sam,
50
with
years.
Fran Stuckey as Betsy Ross in a beautiful red Camaro, leading the color guard.
From the American Legion.
That's right.
Looks like the branches of service are represented as well.
Behind the walkers, we also have
the American Legion Riders.
Yeah. Several different styles of motorcycles represented in today's parade.
And they do a great service, too. I know, the toy run every year and things like that. So they're very active here in the community.
That's right. We appreciate all their support. I love watching the little kiddos who are just awestruck by all the flags and sirens and loud motorcycles. You want to see a toddler stand still, come to Main Street, they are in awe. And behind the American Legion Riders, we have got McPherson High School Band.
I think this is the year, one of the largest contingencies of bands coming to the McPherson All Schools Day Parade. There's been more, but quite a few this year. So the first one is the McPherson High School Band.
I love that our 8th graders get to join the high school bands.
Great.
You can see them in their jeans and red t-shirts. Mr. Russell is walking along with his marchers, keeping them in step. I have to say I've got a sweet spot for the percussion line. I used to do a little bit of drumming in my day.
Well, I won't tell you what I had to do in the band.
You play the piccolo?
The wood block and triangle.
Well, at least you have rhythm for that.
Playing Sweet Caroline again.
It's a great song. It's a classic. You can hear all those classic hits on 96.7 FM, KBBE. It's like I never left.
That's right.
It just, oh, look at the baby puppy. How many awesome things to see. Dr. Roger Marshall.
He's our representative for this area.
Throwing some candy into the crowd.
Another law enforcement representative here with the Highway Patrol.
Looks like we have some walkers for Collier Mann.
And he's kind of our fairly new governor for the state of Kansas. Jeff Collier took over when Sam Brownback left and went to Washington, D.C.
I don't know much about vehicles. I know that's a white convertible, but what kind of car is that, Mark?
I don't.
You see the little emblem there on the side?
My eyes are not that good. I want to say a Camaro, but I'm not quite sure.
You know what we need to bring next year? Binoculars.
There you go.
We need a pair of binoculars. And after Governor Collier's
keeping
car,
our politicians in line, the state troopers.
State trooper, right? Patrolling the streets, keeping us safe.
Actually, they're probably here for a purpose because he is the governor of the state of Kansas.
That's true. That's true.
So.
Got a happy crowd lining the streets of McPherson, Kansas for this 105th All Schools Day event. Remember, if you are not here with us, go to Mid-Kansas Online on Facebook.
Right, and following the governor is our Lieutenant Governor, Tracy Mann. This is election year, so we do have a lot of politicians walking our parade with us as well. And following Tracy Mann, our Lieutenant Governor, is Derek Schmidt, who is the Kansas Attorney General.
Hopefully you were tuned in for our pre-parade coverage and was able to hear Jerry Davies interviewing the dignitaries here today. And again, we did have a nice big crowd here in McPherson enjoying the fun for All Schools Day. Well, I know what kind of vehicle this is.
That's a VW Bug.
Slug Bug. Let me smack you as I yell. It's a black convertible Volkswagen with Rick Wilborn, Kansas Senate District 35.
Right. He represents the McPherson area. Also, Les Mason, who is Kansas House District 73, representing this area as well. And then Don Schrader, our 7th District representative. So he's kind of toward the south. I get to vote for Don.
Oh, okay.
So
we've got a black convertible Ford Mustang with Steven Johnson. Also waving hello to everyone in the parade. Oh, we had a little runner, but he was intercepted.
After all that good candy that they're throwing out here. Steve Johnson is a Republican House Representative.
Oh, look at this oldie but goodie.
Oh, there's an old Ford Mustang.
Clark
Classic.
Schultz.
Clark Schultz.
I love that blue.
And Clark Schultz is with the Kansas Insurance Department.
Followed by a convertible PT Cruiser. Boy, you don't see those very often.
No, you don't. County Commissioner Keith Becker. He's for District number 1, running for re-election.
Followed by Linus Lina Weaver, County Commissioner, District number 2. And Ron Loomis in a bright green Jeep, County Commissioner, District number 3.
Now here's what I want to ride in coming up after Ron Loomis.
Oh, look at that horse-drawn carriage. That is fancy.
It is.
I wonder, is that Montaigne? County Sheriff's Montaigne?
It might be. I thought they put the horses at the rear, so let's hope.
Well, I know. I don't
they
see
put the
anyone
horses at a rear for the reason.
I don't see anyone on cleanup. Well, that is one neat horse-drawn carriage. Oh, they almost lost their hat. This wind, it is gusty. There's Sheriff Montaigne.
You bet. Jerry Montaigne.
Looks like he's got maybe some grandkids there with him.
We've got a little lag here, and we'll mention just a few of our sponsors here while we're waiting for our next parade entry. Great Plains Federal Credit Union for friendly local banking, 720 North Main here in McPherson.
McPherson Concrete in Lindsborg, wishing everyone. Oh, I'm sorry, McPherson Concrete and Lindsborg Concrete. There we go. Now I'm with you.
Same people, 2 locations.
2 locations.
Yes.
Serving you and
Right.
wishing everyone happy All Schools Day.
And McPherson American Legion, 401 North Main. Stop by after the parade for some great burgers there at McPherson American Legion.
Johnson Electric Contracting, quality service since 1983.
Also, McPherson Express Laundry Center, 901 West First, fresh, clean, and the comforts of home.
You know, Mark, it looks like not only do we have a clown in downtown McPherson, we've also got a mermaid.
A mermaid coming
walking
down.
with him.
And here's our county attorney, Greg Beneful. We got Mike the Clown as well walking the parade route right in front of us.
Mike just lost his hat.
Just a reminder, make sure you find out which float you like, your favorite float, and text that float to, what's the text?
620-798-7877. You can vote between now and 4 p.m.
Right,
today.
just look for the numbers on the floats. We have another red Jeep and no sign on this one, so.
That's a nice red Jeep.
I like it. Don't know quite who is riding in that one, but.
We'll wave. Hello. Oh, I think it might be, no, because I see some more shirts here handed out. Greg Beneful's got some.
County attorney, yeah, he was down the road a
Yeah.
little bit. Here's our mayor, Tom Brown, the mayor for the city of McPherson, riding in a Ford Mustang.
Always some type of spiffy headgear. Today he is sporting a bright red sequin. Is that a fedora?
I would say so, yes.
Bob Moore, Commissioner, City of McPherson, is following behind in a red Jeep.
And it looks like right now we're going to be probably looking at a lot of the various cities of McPherson and their elected officials. Gary Weens, Commissioner for the City of McPherson. I believe he's the street.
How about Larry Weens?
Larry Weens. What did I say?
Gary.
I'm sorry.
That's okay, it rhymes. It's close. I'm here to
My
correct you.
bifocals.
Remember, that's my job. My job is to keep you in line. How about Earl Maltby?
He's the mayor of Canton.
And then we have got...
Another Jeep following.
Oh, that's the mayor of Galva.
Okay. Mr. Ford.
Yeah. Very pleasant fellow.
Jim Taves in a nice convertible there. Mayor of Inman, Jim Taves.
I do love their new city sign. I heard him talking about that when they were interviewed.
Okay.
Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it. I haven't been over to Inman lately. No.
I love it. City of Lindsborg. Willkommen.
Valcoma.
That's how you say it? Willkommen.
Well, it depends if you're Swedish or Norwegian, I think.
German. Willkommen. And the City of Marquette officials waving hello on this beautiful, beautiful May morning. Look at the clouds above us. I mean, really, we couldn't ask for a better day.
Right. It's a little windy,
Gorgeous.
but boy, it's just a gorgeous day for the All Schools Day. It seems like every year, All Schools Day, we have just some beautiful weather. At least this year, we're not cold as well.
That's true. That's happened. That's happened.
And our Moundridge city officials.
In a blue pickup truck, we've got the city officials of Wyndham.
A Chevy pickup there.
And it looks like the McPherson School District board members.
The Board of Education?
Yeah.
Your bosses.
Yeah. I better wave and say hello.
You better wave and say, I need a raise.
Well, negotiations will happen. I'm not worried about that.
Oh, how about this old Dodge pickup? Wow.
Toot toot.
418 school board.
Oh, we've got another old one. Not the people, the cars.
This is the All Schools Day chairperson and the vice chair who's going to be taking over next year. Desiree Bickle and Jeannie, I believe, Skelton. And Jeannie is the vice chair, and Desiree is the chair. And I tell you what, a lot of work. Of course, there's a lot of people behind the scenes as well, but they've done a tremendous job putting on the 105th All Schools Day celebration. You bet.
We also have the button design winner, Karen Young. Karen works at the middle school as a paraprofessional. We are super happy to have her, and she did an amazing job with her button design. Her grandson is riding in the vehicle with her. It looks like 2, 3 of her grandsons.
Wow. Fun in the sun.
Hi, Karen Young. Hey, buddy. Beautiful, beautiful design. And, that is a really fun contest open to anyone.
In McPherson County, right.
If you'd like to try your hand at creating next year's button, pay attention.
And just a reminder about the sand sculpture. Don't miss it because it is open all day, just 1 block east of Main there at Kansas.
The McPherson trolley is chugging along down Main Street. McPherson trolley is an important part of McPherson tradition. All different activities and events that can take place aboard the trolley.
And the trolley, of course, representing the Convention and Visitors Bureau here in McPherson. It's driven today, the trolley is driven today by Lonnie Hatch, and riding on the trolley are local veterans. The trolley can be rented for tours, events, reunions, weddings, and conventions, so all you have to do is call the McPherson CVB, and you can rent the trolley.
It is. Have you been on the trolley?
I have not been on the trolley.
It is a nice ride.
No.
It really is. All those windows make it so easy, whether you're viewing Christmas lights in the Christmas season or checking out all the great murals here in McPherson. It's a really fun way to get out and see things.
You bet.
Of course, we have the fire trucks. You can probably already hear the fire trucks are heading our way. Smoky the bear. Remember, only you can prevent forest fires.
Now, the next question is, what's the name of the dog?
Oh, golly gracious. I knew you were going to ask me that. I feel like Spot would be an appropriate name. He's a Dalmatian. Right. I'd like to say Spot.
And you can tour the McPherson Fire Station today after the parade this afternoon.
Did you know that the ladder truck, L1, is the most expensive vehicle in McPherson County?
I could believe that.
Yeah.
I could believe that.
Go check out the fire station. Again, it's right across, Linnea Park is right across from the fire station, and there are all kinds of fun activities going on. And check out the tours. If you haven't had a chance to go through and see how it works, it is pretty neat indeed.
They'd be glad to have you.
McPherson Fire and Rescue. Followed by a McPherson EMS ambulance.
And Tammy, now I just drew a blank. Tammy.
It's Tammy.
Does swap shop every once in a while.
Oh, she works for EMS, doesn't she?
Right.
Yeah. That is one job that, wow, you need to be cool under pressure.
Oh, my goodness.
And ready to help.
It takes a special person
yeah,
to do that.
we sure appreciate everyone who serves our community.
They're always on call, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
We appreciate them.
And here, this is the county fire district number 4 for Conway.
Woo, look at this rig.
This is a big rig coming up here.
We have got...
This is Auto House Towing. This is their tow truck, and they'll be driving their HD rotator here in the parade. Auto House in Galva. My goodness.
They provide tire, fuel, and light roadside services available. 24-hour live dispatching. Recoveries of all kind. They are locally owned and operated. Following that, we've got Main Street Wrecker Services with their wrecker truck. Oh, here come the McPherson royalty. The All Schools Day floats that feature the seniors and then some mini kings and queens are always a fun tradition.
Now, sitting on the thrones in front of their sandcastle are Prince Ethan Miller. He is the son of Brian and Angela Miller. And Princess Vivia Ryerson, daughter of Cody and Abby Ryerson. Watching over them are King Wyatt Seidel, son of Chris Seidel, and Shanna Garcia, and Queen Mandy Cooks, daughter of Chrissy Cooks.
And if you're able, tune into Facebook Live so you can check out all these great floats. But this is an amazing sandcastle with a giant sun on the back. So much craftsmanship goes into these floats. It's impressive. Smoky Valley High School and Middle School Marching Band.
The Viking Band.
marching on down the street. I always enjoy their performances. Okay, what's your guess? What song are they going to break out for us?
We're going to find out. Let's see how good we are. Hopefully they'll stop here and give us a tune. The Smoky Valley band is the Smoky Valley Royalty Float, and the bikes just want to have
just
sun.
Want to have sun.
Yeah, and this year's king is Carter Couchman, son of Monty and Cindy Couchman, and Queen Kate Everett, daughter of Rod and Ellen Everett. And they are attended by Brooklyn Ebert, daughter of Brock and Nikki Ebert, and Grayson Keller, son of Adam and Amanda Keller. They are just 4 bikes who want to have fun in the sun as they stand in the shade of their sandcastle and watch fellow Vikings play some sand volleyball.
And I just noticed we have a scooter who just scooted on up to the patrolman, and he is float 1335. He is wearing a cheeseburger costume, tooling down the street of McPherson, just enjoying his day.
I believe
that's Micah Post.
And our next float is the Canton Galva High School Royalty Float. King is David Van, I believe it is Houghton, who is part of the football and track program there. And Queen is Taylor Everett, and she plays basketball and softball. Also Levi Regier and Josie Belts.
Look at their merry-go-round. It moves, and the attendants are on swings. It's so much fun. The Inman Teuton Band. It's a small but mighty group. Representative floats coming up after their bands.
And their royalty representing Inland School are Queen Ashton Brunk and King John Ramey. And their attendants, Louise Holmes and Jack Levin.
Let the sun shine where you are. Adorable. They're being pulled by an old Cheyenne. What brand vehicle is
Chevy?
it?
I believe that's a Chevy, if I'm not mistaken.
It's
is it? I don't know.
That's a very particular shade of mustard orange, I would say.
Yep, it is a Chevy.
It's very retro.
And following them is our Illyria Christian School Royalty. Fun in the sun on the beach. And the surf's up in the cool blue waves for surfing, and the sand is perfect to make sandcastles. The King and Queen, Tyler Thiessen and Christian Vetter, are watching over the party from their lifeguard posts with their junior lifeguards in attendance, who are Mallory Jader and Keaton Crable. Hey, surf's up.
They're followed by the Burton High School Charger Band. And again, I love that All Schools Day attracts bands from all the area communities, not just limited to McPherson County. What a fun experience for these students to be able to march in this parade today. Next up, we've got Moundridge Royalty Surfs Up, riding waves of success. The Moundridge Royalty this year is King Noah Eichelberger and Queen Cassidy Kaufman, and junior attendants Graham
Dinhartog
and Martha Stern. Each member of the Moundridge Royalty decorated their own surfboard to ride the waves of success They are so blessed, they say, to be a part of a wonderful community of teachers and community members who help these kids ride those waves of success in academics, arts, and activities from elementary school all the way to their graduating seniors. Surf's up.
Our next float is the Sunshine Preschool float.
I got to see a little bit of May Fade. I wasn't able to go that night, but I watched a live feed and I saw these kiddos perform, and it was adorable.
And they also
so much heart.
Yeah, they also have a sand castle as well there for the Sunshine Preschool.
I tell you, riding on a float is a big deal as a McPherson County student.
Yeah,
big deal.
Boy, and they're sitting on the tiers of a giant sand castle. Fun in the sun. And they spelled sun, by the way, S-O-N. Sunshine Preschool.
Sunshine Preschool.
You can probably hear the band coming down our parade route right now, but we want to wish some other sponsors, thank some other sponsors that are helping make our broadcast possible. Precision Industries in McPherson, specialists in chrome plating and metal finishing.
Rinse and Roll Car Washes, now with 2 locations, 701 and 1327 North Main.
RC Heating and Cooling, keeping you comfortable in any weather.
Galen Shields and Jim LeDuc, your State Farm insurance agents here in McPherson.
And our next group of marching band they made the trip from Abilene, the Marching Longhorns from Abilene, Kansas. They've got a big contingency.
That is a big. How many buses do you think it took to bring them and their instruments
they're about
down?
4 buses.
Yeah, if you think of all those instruments too. They look happy to be here.
They got out of school today.
I know. Middle school marching band, which is pretty impressive.
You bet. Following the Abilene Marching Band, we have a walk in the park. This is the Cedars' 125th years of celebration at the Cedars and the Lamont Rothrock there. This is the first nursing home facility in the state of Kansas. Over 300 people live on the 60-acre campus.
There are 3 levels of care at the Cedars: independent living, assisted living, and skilled health care. It's a vibrant community
and
of
I know
senior citizens.
I talked to Lamont on our Friday magazine today. They have an open house this Sunday. So if you're looking for that, head on over.
You know what?
Check it out.
I didn't realize when I heard that interview that they can customize their
apartments.
living quarters.
Right, right.
That was awesome.
Duplexes. And it looks like we got some residents from the Cedars that are riding there in an old antique car.
Following the Cedars, we've got DARE, some DARE graduates who are marching.
A great program that's in the county schools.
And southeast of Saline, Junior High Marching Band. Another great experience for these students to be out and showcase their musical skills. Well, if you were hungry before, Mark, check out this float.
Oh, yeah, Snow Cones Roosevelt Bears.
Roosevelt has so much fun in the sun. So much fun in the sun. What adorable floats.
This is the Roosevelt Kindergarten Snow Cone Shack. And the snow cone, well, it looks like it may not be rotating, but it's supposed to rotate there.
I see it moving. I see it.
Do you see it? It's moving slowly?
It's just slow.
Okay.
Trying to counterbalance the wind and the back to forth.
MCDS, Planting Dreams, Seeding Hope, MCDS here at McPherson.
Some of our residents marching along. A great way to get out and enjoy this morning. MCDS stands for Multi-Community Diversified Services, Inc. of McPherson, Kansas. The Moundridge Middle School Band is marching their way down Main Street.
You know, the float that just passed, the MCDS float, that they featured a replica of their newly established greenhouse where hope is seeded and dreams bloom.
Oh, that's fun.
Band is the McPherson City FC.
We've got soccer kids handing out flyers and showing off some of their skills. McPherson City Football Club.
You know, we miss out. We're up here on the stage and nobody throws us candy up this far.
I see a lot of my students. Hey, Tito. Hey, Josie. You'd think they'd throw me some candy.
You'd think they would.
No,
right.
No luck here. No luck here. That's all right. We've got a great bird's eye view of the parade. Following the McPherson City Football Club, we have got another float, Fun in the Sun. Boy, they're going fairly quickly. We've got to hurry so they don't,
they're
miss
going
them.
Faster than we can
find them on the page.
Right.
Hey,
this is Washington Elementary School.
There we go. Oh, you know what?
Kindergarten class.
And this is Mrs. Martin's last year riding the float.
Oh.
She is retiring. And it's Mrs. Howe's first year riding the float.
Congratulations.
What a fun kind of circle of life sort of thing.
Tropical paradise with sparkling water, a majestic mountain, and unique tiki man.
Ooh.
The family of Washington Elementary kindergartens think of swimming when it comes to fun in the sun. Oh, I tell you what.
That'll be open before we know it. We've got some Roosevelt Bears also walking down the street. That's their 5th grade class from Roosevelt marching together. Once a bear, always a bear. Roosevelt Elementary 5th graders from Mrs. Stuckey and Mrs. McAllister's class. Followed by the Eisenhower Jaguar float.
This is Fun in the Sun. Retirement has begun.
Oh, it's a tribute to the beloved kindergarten teachers who are retiring this year. Mrs. Farrell and Mrs. Porter. They're acting as the snow cone makers for the float. What a fun time for those kindergartners. Right. And yes, they will be very dearly missed. Moundridge High School marching band. I think this song, Dance, Dance, Dance. I think it's kind of fun when they pick up versions of newer songs. Galva kindergarten float.
Oh my goodness, they even have, looks like they've got, is that real water in that? They're riding the waves in a pontoon boat. This is quite the float.
It is.
Now, if I was, for so far, I think I'd have to text this one right now.
Now remember, you can text 620-798-7877 for the People's Choice Award. You've got to get those texts in, those votes in before 4 in order to cast your vote for your favorites. Oh, it's the McPherson Swim Club.
They're riding the waves.
Stroking their way down the streets in some swim caps and some floaties. We've also got a bike rider there as well. St. Joseph Catholic School, their kindergarten float is another doozy. It's an ice cream truck.
Oh, boy, doesn't that sound good today?
Oh, yeah. Some ice cream would be nice.
Yeah, this is the preschool and kindergarten ice cream truck Sundae with accompanying treats. A banana split.
Look at their little Sundae masters there and their little bow ties. How cute is that?
It is.
Well, we've got a bunch of yellow T-shirt walkers coming down the street. I want to say, well, let's see what their shirts say when they turn it. Looks to me a little bit like 4-H, maybe. Oh, no, I see the number. We can look it up now. Let's find it.
For those that are listening, all the entries have numbers, and we just have to look them up in our book.
There's some skill involved in this position.
This is Pfizer, looks like.
Oh, there we go.
Right. Pfizer.
Yeah, Pfizer.
Right.
Look at the dog in the stroller. Oh, baby. They are walking down the street, throwing out candy with some strollers and some employees and their children enjoying this beautiful McPherson All Schools Day event. We've got Illyria Christian Schools marching bands. It's the Marching Eagles.
The Lincoln Elementary float. They're reeling in the future. Lincoln Lions are setting sail as they reel in the future.
Ooh, they've got smoke machines coming out as well.
Way back when I was in high school, we tried to do that with dry ice.
Did it work?
Didn't work too well.
Oh, darn. Oh, look, they're pulling the Lincoln Lion on a tube behind their boats. That looks like fun.
This is McPherson County 4-H.
What a fun organization for youngsters in McPherson County to participate in.
Oh, whether you're in town or in the country,
there's something for everyone.
That's right, in 4-H.
My kiddos did 4-H and loved it. Absolutely loved it. Following the 4-Hers, we have the Chums program.
This is from Hillsboro. Fun in the Sun, the Chums program.
Nope, wait, we're wrong. It's 1302.
Oh,
let's try this again.
We'll try to do a better job of reading our numbers.
It's hard to see in this sun. All right, 1302, here we go, reboot. We have got McPherson Army National Guard. This is Troop E, 114th Cavalry. Activation to active duty May 8th, 1968. So glad they could be with us today. Oh, the Sunflower Stompers. I was treated to a bit of an impromptu concert at the end of the street on my way down here today. They were clogging their way up
You know, they've
Main.
been a part of All Schools Day celebration for more than 15 years, and they dance at many town festivals and celebrations and several nursing homes all over the state of Kansas.
You know, they invite anyone to join their group. They offer lessons starting as early as kindergarten. Men, women, boys, girls, everybody's welcome to come join the fun. It's a great activity for the whole family to do together.
Here we have the Illyria Christian School. This is their kindergarten float, and they have fun following the sun, S-O-N. The Illyria Christian School kindergarten class with their teacher, Mrs. Kaywood, float along in a fishing boat with bamboo poles, learning to be fishers of men, which comes from Matthew 4:19, which says, Jesus said, "Follow me, and I will make you fishers of men."
The City of McPherson Pipe Band making their way down the street. Hopefully we'll get to enjoy some of that pipe music. We have got a float.
This is Giving Hope Cancer Fund. Fun in the Sun with Team Giving Hope. The Giving Hope Cancer Fund at Home State Bank was started in 2008 in memory of a former employee. Giving Hope helps anyone in McPherson County who is battling cancer with their expenses. Their float is baseball themed, and they would like to knock cancer out of the park.
You know, they are selling raffle tickets right now at their bank locations to help fund that fund to help out those fighting cancer.
And we have Just Christians. They are in a motorized vehicle, a car, plus people walking along, handing out some water bottles, connecting McPherson and the world to God's love. McPherson Church of Christ. Here's the new Gotland Covenant Church.
They'll be celebrating Vacation Bible School June 11th through 15. 125 years of fun in the sun at New Gotland Christian Church. Peabody Burns High School Marching Band, the Warriors. Look at that fancy footwork.
Boy, they do.
That is impressive.
If you're tuning in on Facebook, you can
Check
enjoy
it out.
this one.
This is more than marching. This is choreography. Impressive. Reach for the stars. Support your local Girl Scouts. We've got the Girl Scout float coming up.
They're camping in the sun, the Girl Scouts are.
The girls riding on the float are the top cookie sellers for the 2018 cookie season.
Oh,
Aubrey, she sold 512.
That's
Nicole,
a lot of cookies.
504. It looks like the top salesperson, Hazel from Lindsborg, she sold 1,188 boxes of cookies. Way to go.
Way to go. Following them is their Cub Scout pack, both 117 of McPherson and Cub Scout pack 133.
Concerts for a Cause, a fun event that goes on in McPherson through the summer. They have a float for us as well.
Boy, it's pulled by an old Oliver tractor.
Wow. Dixieland Band from McPherson College. They're spicing things up for the Good Old Boys Barbecue Contest that will be happening this weekend. It's an event you do not want to miss. Cook-off starts tonight at Hop Sound with the King Midas Street Dance while the teams are cooking. Then you've got public sampling of the barbecue Saturday the 12th at noon.
Yeah, by the way, that was the tractor was pulling a 1945 Kobe high-speed grain wagon with the Dixieland Jazz. We have the Salvation Army now with us, the Salvation Emergency Disaster Services. This is our Chums group. Now, we talked about them a little earlier because we got goofed up. But Chums out of Hillsboro.
They paired Tabor College students with Hillsboro Elementary students for an after-school mentoring and tutoring program.
Great program.
We also have, following that,
this is the McPherson Church of the Nazarene.
MP Naz.
Pastor Jeff Black. And no one is perfect, and they have fun while lifting up the sun.
They also have a contemporary service at 10:45 that is also in Espanol. Okay. All are welcome. 1455 North Main in the Nazarene Church parking lots where they built that beautiful float.
This is the McPherson Performing Arts, Theater Performing Arts. Here, the pickup is decorated with scenery from this year's school theater season, including their state honor show, Moon Over Buffalo.
McPherson Black Belt Academy marching this morning. Look at all those colorful belts. Boy, they worked hard to earn those, didn't they?
They do. That is a lot of work.
A lot of discipline. Oh, demonstration for us. Check it out on Facebook Live, Mid-Kansas Online. Woo! Nicely done. Oh, look at that fun little car. It's a motorcycle. It looks like a motorcycle VW bug
It looks like an old VW motorcycle that they've converted.
Yeah.
Now we're going
Little
kind
Miss
of
Central
fast.
State's Braylon Whitaker. And we've got our cheeseburger guy on a scooter back again, right in front of a marching band.
And the wind is blowing, and it's
Can't
kind of
read
hard
the
to see.
banner.
We apologize for that one. Can't read the banner on that one.
They're followed by the Relay for Life survivors celebrating life.
And I believe the Relay for Life will be coming up. I believe that's in June, isn't it?
It is. It is.
McPherson County Relay for Life, they'll be walking to promote their upcoming event June 2nd.
Members of Caden's baseball team are carrying the banner in honor of Caden. More candy throwers right behind. Always popular along the parade route. Get out and support Relay for Life. Again, June 2nd at Wall Park. Woo! That gave me a start.
This fire truck that's coming down now is from the fire department at CHS, who, by the way, my son is on the fire brigade out there at CHS.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
And let's see, they have got, it looks like, some local high school team. Oh, state champs.
They're with the high school girls basketball team. Congratulations. They beat Bishop Miege for the high school title.
That's right. Think Wink is also marching in the parade. Followed by Trinity High School Marching Band.
They're from Hutchinson. And home care of Reno County.
That's a great fundraiser idea. We're followed by the Health Equip vehicle.
Health Equip is in McPherson.
And Hutchinson. Yeah. Grace Med Health Clinic, new organization here on Main Street to serve McPherson County residents. Grace Med Health Clinic. You can find them at gracemed.org.
Dedicated to the highest quality primary and dental care accessible to people in McPherson. Grace Med Health Clinic, they're located at 322 North Main, Suite 101.
McPherson Community Theater also marching in today's parade. Fun in the Sun with the Addams Family. The summer 2018 show will be the Addams Family and will be performed at McPherson Opera House on June 15th, 16th, 17th. And then the next weekend, June 22nd, 23rd, and 24th.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Oh, I love community theater, especially here in McPherson. What a great way to get involved. We have got our Spence Hillingsfest royalty.
Chet and Jeanette Peterson. They're the 2017 Spence Killingfest royalty.
There you go. You got it out.
That took me. That was a tongue
You got
twister.
it out. Fun in the Sun Midsummer's Festival, also a great event happening in Lindsborg.
June
coming
16th.
Up. Oh, have you been to Lindsborg and ridden one of those fun vehicles that they're on?
It has been a while.
It is a great
destination. They got a
destination.
4-wheel cycle, and they're dressed up in their Swedish costumes here, handing out midsummer event flyers. June 16th, Riverside Park there in Lindsborg. A lot of fun.
It is fun. We've attended those events and loved it. Ellsworth High School Marching Band, another band coming from quite a ways to participate in this 105th All Schools Day Parade.
You bet. With exchange students to find them host families here in the United States. And you've hosted a few.
Too. Yeah,
right.
It's been a great event for our family, a great experience. I highly recommend getting in touch with one of the many exchange student organizations here in McPherson County.
And STS, if you want to contact Cassie, 620-755-1510.
It's a great way to bring a piece of the world right here to your own home.
Ken Seltzer is following here. He is a candidate for governor. Ken is a CPA and businessman and has served the last 4 years as your insurance commissioner, running for governor here in Kansas. And we have Mack County Pro-Life. And unfortunately, I don't have any information on them.
Nope, I don't either. Following, though, we do have a float, an entry, I guess, from Pleasant View Home.
And they are located, I'm trying to think.
They have
Moundridge, right?
No, Inman, Kansas. Inman. They've got a skilled nursing facility, and then Pleasant View Estates is their independent living. They serve McPherson, Reno, Rice, and Harvey counties. Pleasant Hills Home Plus is located in Hutch. They are driving a Pleasant View Home van with residents riding alongside, or riding inside. Alongside would be interesting. We don't know how that would happen.
Well, we have an old Army vehicle coming up here for us. And this is, it's a 2.5-ton Vietnam troop carrier.
Wow.
They are in the antique and classic cars section.
Following them, we have got a little U.S. Army military Jeep, an M151.
From 1962, by the way.
Oh, wow.
And then following that is a military off-road vehicle. It's a mule from 1965.
Oh, wow. That's interesting. I don't know if I've ever seen one of those. And then yet another old military vehicle. It's an M725 military ambulance. They are followed by the Canton Galva Eagles Marching Band in bright blue T-shirts.
Illyria Christian School.
They're celebrating their third annual Southern Gospel event Saturday, August 25th at 5. Ernie House and Signature Sound along with the Liberty Quartet. They're inviting you to enjoy an evening of harmony and talent at the school. It's a free donation that will be taken for projects in the school. They'll have concessions as well. Be sure and join them for that event coming up August 25th. Broadway RFD presents Annie this summer in July.
That'll be up in Lindsborg, by the way. Broadway RFD summer production.
Followed by a Chiefs Kingdom 2013 Kawasaki Teryx. Got some Chiefs fans in the house. The Kansas Motorcycle Museum, Fun in the Sun, Thunder on the Smoky.
Up in Marquette.
Another fun McPherson County community.
And they invite you to visit their museum up there at the Kansas Motorcycle Museum in Marquette.
We're being invaded by the green. It's Chapman Middle School's marching band, the Lips. Again, that is a big size marching band for a town the size of Chapman. That's impressive. It's always great to see students involved in extracurricular activities. Studies show that the more, not necessarily the more, you can overdo, but students who are involved in more than just school will be more successful in life. So we salute all of the extra effort that goes into making these bands possible.
Plus learning to play an instrument.
Oh, yeah. It activates other areas of your brain. Important areas.
I always wanted to learn to play the trombone, but
didn't happen.
I was stuck with the violin. You can't march with that.
Not really.
Remind some people of our parade sponsors today here on KBBE 96.7 FM. Galen Shields and Jim LeDuc, your State Farm agents in McPherson.
CS Computer Systems for all your computer sales and service in McPherson.
First Bank Kansas for banking made personal. Branches in McPherson and Lindsborg.
Dustin Haig, agent for Farm Bureau Financial Services, now located at 210 East Euclid in McPherson.
Headland Electric in McPherson, serving mid-Kansas since 1951.
Farmers Alliance Mutual Insurance Company, insuring rural America since 1888.
Well, here's what we need, Lisa.
Esther V. Reddig.
20/20 vision.
We're squinting. We are doing a little bit of squinting.
You know, the sun's out. It's getting a little warm out here.
It is fairly warm. But it's still, that nice light breeze is helping to keep us cool anyway. Esther V. Reddig, MD. Look on the bright side.
And they're emphasizing eye protection and highlighting their services. Oh, some Beach Boy music here.
Here's your jam, Mark. If you want to get up and dance, I'll cover the parade for you. You want to dance along their float. McPherson Hospital, Women's Care and Birth Center. Fun delivering sons and daughters. McPherson Hospital. Providing hometown health care. The McPherson Hospital Volunteer Services. That's a very active organization.
They have women's care and birth center. They have staff and resources to care for women and expectant moms. Dr. Alicia Chanel and Dr. Carl Turner are on the float along with women who are and have utilized the hospital's services.
McPherson Hospital Volunteers. Vanjie Bender, recently selected as the 2017 McPherson Hospital Volunteer of the Year. Each year, volunteers select one of their own based on service to the organization. They describe Vanjie as hardworking, compassionate, reliable, energetic. Oh, we can't miss the King Midas and the Mufflers.
Band. You bet. Hey, they're going to be a street dance tonight out at Hop Sound and Electric. It's going to be a lot of fun. You bet.
Hutchinson Clinic in McPherson also represented in today's parade. They're followed by the Bethany Swedes KCAC Men's Indoor Track and Field Team of Character 2017-2018. And also, it looks like another important designation by the KCAC Conference for Bethany College.
This is Bethany College. President Will Jones, he is driving a vehicle, and they're having a few students walk behind the vehicle here for Bethany College.
Throwing some candy. I hear the students. Over here, all the kids. They're
Maybe
popular.
we should say over here, over here.
Do you think that'd work for us? I don't know.
Well, you gave me some candy, and you know what? Mine's sitting in the sun. It's probably going to be melted.
You need to get it out of the sun, Mark. I brought you some Reese's.
I know it. I love my Reese's.
Spotty for governor. They are marching in the parade as well. Handing out some candy. Definitely the place to be along the parade route if you want a little bit of a sugar rush.
You know, Josh was born and raised on a farm in Ellsworth County and returned home to run for the Kansas House of Representatives when he was just 22 years old. And he has served 3.5 terms before becoming Secretary of Agriculture of Kansas during the Parkinson's administration. Following his time as Agricultural Secretary, he served as a senior advisor in the Environmental Protection Agency and has served as Vice President of the Land Institute in Salina. They have 4 children, Josh and his wife Kimberly as well.
Blue Stem Pace. A day at Pace is like fun in the sun. A Pace vehicle with a group of walkers handing out candy. Looks like a convertible with some of their organization involved.
We're having fun in the sun today. Boy, the sun is out and bright. It is a nice day.
Starting to get us. That's right.
We're gonna come home with sunburns with the.
I was hoping for a little bit of a tan. We'll see what we end up with. Again, thank you so much to the sponsors who make this possible. Kansas Bar and Grill, they're known for great steaks, plus their Saturday and Sunday breakfast buffet. The McPherson YMCA, McPherson Pipeliners Baseball Club, and the Little Liners, Kanaki's Barbecue, Glidden Edgar Funeral Home, the Island Cuisine in Marquette, and Prairie Land Partners, all making this broadcast possible today. We have got a walking cell phone.
U.S. Cellular. The U.S. Cellular truck, and they're committed to bringing you excellence 7 days a week with combined experience totaling over a decade there at U.S. Cellular. Kobach, Chris Kobach,
yep,
running for governor for the state of Kansas.
Look at that RV.
And if you want to text Kobach, you can, 797979.
U.S. Cellular, I noticed, also has a $100 cash giveaway.
Oh, and what you do is you text parade to 484848.
Speaking of texting, don't forget to cast your vote for that People's Choice Award. They're taking votes until 4 p.m. today. That number, 620-798-7877. People's Choice Award sponsored by Home State Bank and powered by Nextex Wireless. Again, vote for your favorite entry in today's All-School State Parade.
There's been some good ones.
Mike the Clowns made it back down. Boy, they have put on some miles. I've seen them back this way at least twice.
Another candidate for governor, Jim Barnett, running for governor of the state of Kansas. We're starting our political season early here.
That's for sure. McPherson College, KCAC champs 2018 in indoor track and field.
This is outdoor. This is outdoor.
Oh, that says outdoor? Oh, it does say outdoor.
You're right. We had the indoor before. Now this is the outdoor champions.
Oh, you're right. Nice group of Bulldogs walking the parade route. And then we have another float full. They are also throwing candy out into the streets. Boy, how many track athletes can you fit on a flatbed trailer?
The men's track and field KCAC champions back-to-back. In men's tennis, KCA champions 4th year in a row. Congratulations. And again, we want to thank our sponsors that are making this parade broadcast possible here on 96.7 FM KBBE.
Home Communications Incorporated in Galva.
Hassman Termite and Pest Control. iFixia and Simple Vapors.
Edinburgh Manor Apartments, aged 55 and older.
Also, the Cedars.
Home State Bank, a part of Citizens State Bank.
The McPherson Sentinel.
Davies Communications, so glad they're here with us this week.
You bet. White's TV and Communications, Sean White, keeping us on the air 24/7.
Don't forget, MidKansasOnline.com, your source for news, information, and more.
And Alliance Agency, all helping to bring the parade broadcast to you here on 96.7 FM, KBBE, online as well, and Facebook
Streaming live on Facebook.
Right. Hope you're enjoying the Facebook broadcast.
It's 11:37. Have a little lull between our floats, but I do see a nice group, a cleanup crew, walking the streets, picking up any trash. Again, while you're out celebrating McPherson's All Schools Day activities, be a good citizen.
You bet.
Pick up after yourself.
We have another candidate
We do.
coming down. This is Ben Jones, and he is running for the State Board of Education, District 7. Of course, All Schools Day, it's a celebration of education.
It is 105 years here in McPherson. Don't forget all kinds of great events happening, not just today, but tomorrow as well. The Good Old Boys Barbecue Contest kickoff is tonight, and again, the King Midas concert fireworks. We forgot to mention that.
Yeah, that's up at Grant Complex, I believe.
And then tomorrow, there's a golf tournament, the Tour de Trails run, the Young Eagle Rally for youth airplane rides at
And those are
McPherson
free.
Airport.
All schools,
Really?
right. I think up to like age 17 or something
Wow.
for kids.
That's from 9 to noon at McPherson Airport. The Blake Reed Miracle Mile registration starts at 9. The run starts at 10 at Mac College Stadium. The Good Old Boys Barbecue Contest serving starts at noon tomorrow. There's a Beauty and the Beast beef show in Canton tomorrow at 1, and the Bull Buck-Off in Canton tomorrow at 8.
Oh,
that
that's
sounds like a
fun.
lot of fun.
Well, Nick Reinecker, he is also running for governor of the state of Kansas, and they've got a Chevrolet Avalanche, which is owned by Lauren and Ginger Thiessen. Viga. Boy, that is a sharp vehicle.
Isn't that, though?
It is.
Beautiful. It is. I'm going to see if I can look it up before they drive past us. It is a 1949 coupe. That's about the year you were born?
Not quite.
Oh, okay.
Getting close, though.
Not
close.
quite. Got some more vintage Army vehicles coming up.
This next one is a 1974 Jeep J10 pickup and with a 1942 Ford half-ton 4x4.
Huh. The Shriners also have
Isis
a
Shrine,
float.
yes. Shriners, of course, big about helping kids.
I always thought their hats were quite the fashion
Yes.
statement.
Legion of Honor, active military and veterans.
The Scott County Shrine Club in an antique fire vehicle. And of course, it wouldn't be a parade without the tiny vehicles.
The tiny vehicles, you bet.
Tiny vehicles. I always wonder, a few of them, I've seen a few of the the Shriners. I've seen a few of them wedged into those tiny vehicles, and I've often thought, do they have someone to help get them out at the end of the parade route?
I sure hope so.
Yeah, I hope so too. Got another clown, a couple clowns and some cars. Those vehicles are low enough they could practically drive right underneath some of the taller ones, couldn't they? Oh, we have a new outfit for our cheeseburger friend has now transitioned to a bear costume. Hotter and hotter each time I see him. I believe that's Micah.
Micah?
Yep. Enjoying the parade. Micah Post. He had a costume change.
He's wearing it.
He was wearing a cheeseburger costume. Now he's the bear. Oh, look at that semi truck. We could have announced the parade from the back of that itty bitty semi truck.
Semi truck pulling looks like a grain trailer.
Okay.
A miniature grain.
Do you think he still makes wide turns, even though he's only about 8 feet long?
Yes.
They're
making a lot of turns down here.
They are. Another Shriners vehicle. followed by the, I just blanked on what the word is. The organ, the whistle organ.
The pipe
What's
organ,
that?
the old pipe organ.
Yes.
The old pipe organ, the Isis Temple organ.
Pipe organ. Again, thanks so much to the sponsors who've helped make this possible. We appreciate you listening. Don't leave yet. We've still got plenty
there's
of
plenty
parade
of
coming.
Yes, there's plenty of parade. I'm
Plenty
still
of
looking down
parade.
and I still can't see the end of the parade.
I can't either.
Now, do you think he's really playing that pipe organ there?
I'm going to say no. What do you think?
We'll wait till he passes and finds out.
See if we can get him to wave at us. If that's the case, then we know he's not playing.
Well, he almost looks like it.
It looks like he is. That's impressive.
Almost looks like it, yes. There's a number of ISIS shrine units here in the parade. They got the brass band, clowns,
engineers, greeter, director, staff, Oriental Band, ISIS Patrol, Pipes and Drums, Provost Guard, the Topless Travelers, the Legion of Honor. They play a big role in our parade.
Are you hungry?
Little bits.
Dominoes.
Little bits.
This year's special parade edition is the 72 Chevy Nova. Domino's wants to thank McPherson County for their support and commemorate their one-year anniversary. They look forward to continuing their support of McPherson County schools.
Another reminder, don't forget to vote for your People's Choice float or parade entry. Voting is open until 4 o'clock today. The number you need to text your float number to is 620-798-7877. Powered by Next Tech Wireless. They are now walking past us in the parade, handing out some candy to the
they're
kiddos.
proud to be a part of the McPherson community, understanding the needs of their customers.
We've got a pup in the back of a truck. Jockus Auto Body and
Jockus Auto
Collision
Body?
Repair. That puppy looks hot. But he looks happy.
Here we go with some old antique tractors coming
Bring 'em
down
on.
the parade route right now. We'll see if we can't get you what they are.
A lot of green coming our way. I believe we have got, all right, a 1943 John Deere A, a 1937 John Deere B.
And a 1925 John Deere D.
Look at those old tires.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
One looks like they had to actually put some rubber on the steel wheels.
They did.
On that old, that's probably the night.
That's probably the oldest one.
1925?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Oh, yes.
Here comes Marquette Fire number 6. Walking down the parade route. Got some volunteers there waving to the crowd.
Marquette Volunteer Fire Department. This is their Wildland Fire Truck TAC. It's a military 6x6 is what it is.
Would have had no idea. Look at that bright yellow car. And the antique car, classic car category. It looks like.
If I can get to it here. This one is a 1948 Jeepster driven by Mac Advantage Tennis Club members. They encourage anyone ages 4 to 18 to join their club.
Got a Dodge Viper following them. Oh, look at that old classic. 2000, let's see, this one is
a 1931 Ford Model A Roadster.
Wow.
Ruth Hill and Chris Reeve are riding in the vehicle.
Mrs. Hill was my math teacher.
Oh, really?
Back at McPherson Middle
And
School.
I didn't get the number on that one, but boy, that's a nice classic
a slick
car
black
as well.
car.
This is now coming down. What you see right now happens to be a 1930 Ford.
Whoa, look at that vehicle behind.
Now we don't have
That one is 1947 Chevy truck Rat Rod Herman, including a 4-seat trailer. Well, that's one way to travel.
That is.
It's actually made, that's actually built like that. Hey there, Mac. one of our McPherson High School seniors. He is the person inside the bullpup.
Oh, okay. Okay.
We have got some four-wheelers coming down the stretch.
You know,
An
I love
Arctic Cat as well.
I really enjoy watching these old antique cars come down. And right now, right after the 4x4, we have a 1930 Model A Ford.
Wow.
Owned by, looks like, by Toby Stuckey.
And a 1955 Ford pickup. It's quite the red and gold paint job they've got. I was at the McPherson College Auto
Restoration program.
Yeah, the show, at the car show. And wow, I learned a lot about car. They had over 500 entries.
Oh my
It was
goodness.
amazing. Getting a new appreciation of these
And
vehicles.
I'll tell you, that pickup is a few years older than what I am. How
Just a
about
couple,
that? Just
maybe?
a couple.
Okay.
Here's a 1929 Ford Model A with a nice rumble seat in the back. You know, I always wanted to ride in one of those rumble seats. Never have.
Oh, we could. They're going pretty slow. I bet I could chase them down for
Chase
you.
them down, jump in it.
How do you get in that seat?
Oh my goodness!
Climb up the back.
Climb up the back. I bet
Wow.
you. Yeah.
We have a lone horse walking down the middle of the main street, carrying our American flag. Looks like a happy horse. You know, you're getting near the end when the horses,
When the horses
show up.
come,
We
you
are
bet.
getting near the end. I want to say again, thank you so much to our sponsors for making this broadcast possible. And everyone in the McPherson community come together to make such a wonderful All Schools Day week. We sure appreciate you as well. All Schools Day is nowhere near the end, of course. The celebration continues through the weekend, so be sure and check out all the great activities you can be a part of. Wear your McPherson All Schools Day button proudly, and that gets you into all the different activities that are happening here in McPherson.
And here is something today.
Yes.
Out at the arena, you can get pony rides. Wear your All Schools Day button 2 to 4 o'clock at the arena. I believe it's on Westwood side.
Yep, it is.
So head out there if you want some pony rides. Oh,
From 2 to 4 today, what a fun activity.
you know, I told my grandkids one time if I moved out in the country,
You'd get a
I'd
pony?
get a pony. It hasn't happened yet.
Well, at least take them for some pony rides this afternoon.
There you go.
The McPherson Silver Buckle Riding Club, Saddle Club, making their way down Main.
And they can even get the
Beautiful
horses
costumes.
You bet you can get the horses to back up.
Look at the glitter on their horses. That's some bedazzling right there.
It is.
I've only ridden a horse twice, Mark. And
I have
that's-
ridden quite a few times,
Really?
but it's been a number of years since I have been on a horse. Now, here it comes. Looks like some royalty. My goodness.
Ooh.
I know I can
Beautiful
see a number.
costumes.
I can see a number here.
Let's see if we can find the information. Is that 1334, I believe? Love to share with you listeners
That's right.
at home and those of you watching on Facebook. We have the official parade guide, so let's see what we can find. The
Midwest-
Friesian,
This is the Midwest
Horse
Friesian
Riders.
Horse chapter.
the Heart of America Frisian Horse Association. It's represented today by riders Bria Ungaro riding Teicher, Bill McCracken riding Maverick, and then Crystal Allman riding Valor.
And these horses are owned by Bill McCracken and Jancy Morgan.
Did you know they date back to the time of the Romans?
Wow. The Friesian breed, has a long history.
They've become Hollywood's favorite horse for action scenes as well. They appear in many, many Hollywood hits.
And we do know that the parade is, for at least us, is over with because here comes the street
The
sweeper,
street sweeper
cleaning up
cleaning up.
after the horses.
Well, Mark, I have had such a great time this morning. Thank you so much
You
for
bet.
inviting me back. And
Well, I'm glad you could come. You know, Lisa, I think we want to mention our sponsors
Yes.
one last time before we send it back to the studio. But Great Plains Federal Credit Union for friendly local banking, 720 North Main in McPherson.
McPherson Concrete and Lindsberg Concrete wishing everyone, again, a happy All Schools Day.
McPherson American Legion, 401 North Main. And stop by after the parade for great burgers if you're hungry.
For sure. Johnson Electric Contracting, quality service since 1983.
McPherson Express Laundry Center, 901 West First. Fresh, clean, and the comforts of home.
Precision Industries in McPherson. Specialists in chrome plating and metal finishing.
Rinse and Roll Car Washes, now with 2 locations in McPherson, 701 and 1327 North Main.
RC Heating and Cooling, keeping you comfortable in any weather.
Galen Shields and Jim LeDuc, they're your State Farm insurance agents in McPherson.
CS Computer Systems for all your computer sales and service in McPherson.
First Bank Kansas for banking made personal. They have branches in both McPherson and in Lindsborg.
Dustin Haig, agent for Farm Bureau Financial Services, now located at 210 East Euclid in McPherson.
Headland Electric in McPherson, serving mid-Kansas since 1951.
Farmers Alliance Mutual Insurance Company, insuring rural America since 1888.
Allstate Insurance, Mark Martin Agency, 212 North Main in McPherson.
Kansas Bar and Grill for great steaks, plus Saturday and Sunday breakfast buffets.
The McPherson YMCA, to keep you fit after you eat all the food.
That's for sure. The McPherson Pipeliners Baseball Club and the Little Liners.
Kanaki's Barbecue.
Glidden Ediger Funeral Home.
The Island Cuisine in Marquette.
Prairie Land Partners.
Home Communications Incorporated in Galva.
Hassman Termite and Pest Control.
iFixya and Simply Vapors.
Edinburgh Manor Apartments, aged 55 and older.
The Cedars.
Home State Bank, a part of Citizens State Bank.
The McPherson Sentinel.
Davies Communications.
White's TV and the Communications. Again, a big thanks to Sean White for keeping us on the air.
And Mid-Kansas Online, your source for all kinds of great news and information.
And the Alliance Agency.
We want to say a big thank you also to Misty, back keeping things running at the station there at the controls. Thanks, Misty, for helping us sound great.
And she didn't turn us off. So
that's for sure. Hey, one more hello to everyone watching on Facebook Live. Thanks again for a wonderful morning. Get out and enjoy all that McPherson has to offer with our All Schools Day celebration.
And Lisa, too, even though the parade is over with, that doesn't mean by any means that All Schools Day celebration is over with, because there's lots of activities yet to go today and tomorrow here in McPherson. So, and don't forget, which was your favorite float? Text it to 620-798-7877.
Get that vote in by 4 o'clock.
Right, and I think hopefully we'll be able to announce that on the air about 5 o'clock during the news or something like that, who the winner was. So, and don't forget, of course, you got the fireworks tonight at dark, the street dance. So lots going on, and make sure you wear your All Schools Day button.
For sure. Hey, thanks again, Mark. Thank you, everyone, for listening. We'll send it back to
And thanks to Chris Condi.
Chris.
Who helped us out with the Facebook. He provided the video for us.
Sounds good. Happy All Schools Day, everyone.
You bet. Misty, we'll turn it back to you.